slides. Okay, so continuing. So basically, in a perspective, is actually the whole discussion is actually about slab design. Since that is the only remaining topic that we haven't discussed yet. And of course, before the actual design of slabs, we will discuss first the load calculations. Before I proceed, no? Okay, so I think there will be no holidays naman sa weekdays. So what will be discussed today will be having a quiz 2 for that. No? So that will be on May 14 and 15. So it will only cover the load calculations lang kaniyata na discuss karon. Since your finals one daw, as I have heard, will be on the final week of the May, no? So para napatay discussion this May 17, and then the last quiz number 3 on May 24. So again, we will be having our second quiz this weekdays. No, we will utilize our laboratory hours, same time slot, so Wednesday and Thursday. So I think for your section that will be on Wednesday, 6 to 9 p.m. And then discussion on May 17, and then quiz number 3 on May 24. And then we don't have final schedule yet for the finals exam, but for the quizzes, those will be the schedules. So one-way and two-way slabs. So I think for our lecture lang, no, for your architecture students, we don't need to discuss for the two-way slabs na. Since it will be complex naman good if we discuss pa tawag two-way slab. So we'll just focus on the one-way slab lang. So the same for your PIT. You can just design the slab as if it was one-way. No? So you don't need to make it complex and design also slabs that are two-way. So for our discussion, we will just focus on one-way slabs. So first is there is as a load distribution and equivalent uniformly distributed load transformation. For load distribution, so the slab, no, we have what we call a one-way slab, and then what we call two-way slab. So a one-way slab is a slab where the behavior of its deflection would typically look like this from the left side. And then the two-way slab is a slab that would have a behavior of deflection that would look like this on the right side. So one major characteristic that a slab is one way is that if it is longitudinal, meaning ka na mga pinataas, no? So slabs nga pinataas, for example, mga hallway, corridor, terrace. So kanang mga pinataas nga slab, those are one-way slab. Pero if ang slab, mura na siya mahimong square or somewhat square, mahimo na siyang two-way slab. So that's the very basic identification if a slab is one-way and two-way. And if you're very strict on what makes a slab a two-way slab and a one-way slab, it can be defined according to its short length and long length. No, so assuming that the short dimension for a slab is represented by S, and then the long dimension is L. A one-way slab is where the ratio of the short span divided by the long span is less than 0.5. As you can see, pinataas siya. So, ang one-way slab, ang distribution sa iyahang load, dadto lang niya ihatag sa iyahang long span. So, parehas ani. No? Compared sa two-way slab, nga all four sides of the slabs will be given loads. For the one-way slab, isa ra siya. Okay, so, let me grab na lang the whiteboard. I think we can utilize the whiteboard last time. So this was our sample solution last time. So don't worry, we will discuss that later. And then like this. Okay, so let's just focus here na sa one-way slab. One-way slab. So if you try to draw that in a two-dimensional, a three-dimensional manner, no? So more or less, ata slab. Okay. Alright. It's not a slab. And then we have two beams on the side. So again, for two-way slab, only the two long span beams will carry the loads. So tungaon na niya equally, such that half of its load, kani siya nga load, ihatag niya diri. So more or less, ang load dayon would look like this. So maning uniformly distributed load. Then half sa iyahang load, ihatag niya sa pikas beam. Diri dahil niya ang loading na. So basically, this is the three-dimensional representation of a one-way slab. So again, will always be distributed on the long span beam. Okay. So that is the one-way slab. No? So in order for you to get the value of your uniformly distributed load W, you will just multiply the following. So, ang sabi ng Q is the floor load in kilopascal. And then S will just be the short dimension of your slab. No? So for example, iyang kargahon kay tiles, ang tiles kay murag 0.01 kilonewton per square meter, i-multiply lang din mo kung pila ni iyang short dimension. So mana para makuha nimo yung W. Okay. So sa ato ang plaster karon sa NSCP, ang unsa ang mga dalon sa slab. So remember, atong slab ihang dalon iyahang own weight or what we call the self weight. Excuse me. So that will include its weight. So meaning concrete itself. Aside from those, it will carry live loads. No? So live loads. So ang iyahang kargahon. So kanang mga tao. So basically all loads that are transient. So wait lang ha. Let me check if okay na lang. Wait lang. Ay. Okay, so ang live load actually class, depende siya kung unsa ang usage sa imuhang area. So, mga dining sa NSCP no, nga na-adya access nyo ang lecture material. So, depende unsa iyahang usage. For example, isa na siya ka-hospital. So, unsa man na siya, wardroom ba na iyahang slab or corridor? So, depende. So, mamili din ka diri unsa iyahang floor load. So, in kilopascal na ni silatan. For example, you want to design a residential nga area and the slab for the residential, kanya balcony imong i-design, so 2.9 kilopascal imong gamiton. So, ingani ang paggamit ani niya. For example, so depende siya sa imong i-design. So, lahi nga occupancy, lahi og floor loads, no, or demand. So, ana siya. So, daghan, dako gid ang load sa balcony since more or less daghan tao magtambay sa balcony manggod, no? Compared sa kanang basic floor area lang, for example, rooms. So basically, ikara isa anak na dira, no? So that is for the live load. And then, of course, if there is a live load, there is a dead load. So this is the reason po actually why nga nagpahimo ko sa inyo og ceiling finish og floor finish, since it will also be included in your calculations. Okay, pangdalon man na good appeal sa imong slab. So for example, nag-ceiling finish ka og gypsum board, no, or unsa ba na siya nga board dira niyang gamit. So or fiber cement board. So nara diri tanan. So you can focus on the second page, this one. No? So for example, so imong gong slab, no? Example, imuhang slab. So for example, no, manim slab. Ani? So manim slab din. So sa taas ana, iyaha pang i-carry ang floor finish nimo. So those are dead loads, no? Tiles or cement finishes. And then sa bottom, iyaha pang i-carry ang mga ceiling finish nimo, MEPFS, manang i-consider nimo pag mag-design ka. So in kilopascal na po ni siya. For example, imong gigamit nga ceiling kay let's say fiber cement board, no? So fiber cement board ni imong gamit. So, kanilang po dahil yung gamiton, acoustical fiber board. So, 0.05 kilopascal. Okay. So, for example, kaning fiber cement board kay, let's say, magbutang po ka o provisions nimo para sa imuhang mga MEPs, no? So, mga plumbing line, electrical line, fire protection systems. So, diri na siya masulod sa mechanical duct allowance. So, napadayon kay mechanical duct allowance nga 0.2 kilopascal. Okay? And then, ito pa man, pwede pa po din may apel dira ang floor finishes, no? So, let's say, naggamit ka og flat tiles lang. So, diri din ka, solid flat tiles, 25 mm mortar base. So, if flat tile ni siya, so, nakay 1.1 kilopascal. Okay. Sir, but if wala ko nag-tiles, pero anang concrete finish lang. So, kani din ka, no, concrete fill finish. So, depende yan sa kabag-on. So, for example, no, concrete fill finish ka or concrete finish ka ng sandwash finish. So, depende kabag-on nimo. So, let's say, nagbutang ka og 10 mm nga concrete finish. 10 mm nga concrete finish. So, per mm maning thickness niya. So, 0.03 times 10. Okay, every mm man niya ihap. So, 0.23 na dayon na siya. So, ingana lang ang pag-calculate sa dead load or paggamit sa table for the dead loads. Okay? So sige, para mas masabtan na to, let's try to solve the problem last time. Okay. So a school corridor is supported by a secondary beam B that spans 6 meters between two main girders. The corridor is 3 meters wide. Okay. So naatay 3 by 6 nga school corridor. Okay, so 3 by 6. So kana no. So natay 3 by 6 po dire. Okay. So if we try to look at the thickness of the slab thickness daw is 120 mm. Okay. As to be noted with flat tile finish. Okay, so natay flat tile finish. And then acoustic fiber cement board. Acoustic fiber cement board. And then napod tayo provision sa mechanical. So na mechanical provision. Mech allowance. Okay. Okay. So beam B is 300 by 500. So if you try to look at this beam now, yung kadana is 300 by 500. Okay. And the unit weight of concrete is 21 kilonewton per cubic meter. Okay. So determine the factor load per meter on beam B using 2015 LRFD combinations. Okay. So pila daw ang kargahon ni beam B. So remember, iyaha ang katungaan ni So meaning, kuhaon ka po niya ang dimension ni S, where S is 3 meters. Kaya katunga man na ni 1.5 plus 1.5, so 3 meters. Okay, so what is the uniformly distributed load W daw? Okay, so siguro let's start with the live load. Kaya masayon man ang live load. Calculation sa live load. So ang live load, it was noted nga school corridor ni siya. Okay. So school corridor na siya. So we'll just use the table, no? So ato din tas table. Okay, and then itaon din na to ang school. Okay, kani. School and then okay, so maday niya itong gamitan, no? School, corridors above ground floor. So 3.8 kilopascal. School corridor. Okay. So 3.8 kilopascal. Okay, so we'll just use the formula W is to QS, no? So 3.8 times 3. Simple as that. So pila man. Let's check if okay, so 11.4 kilonewton per meter. 11.4 kilonewton per meter. Okay. So now, mora na siyang live load, no? So I think ang complex naman kaya dead load. So, dead load. So, siguro, let's start with the self-weight, no? Siguro, let's start with the self-weight. Para mahuman na ta sa self-weight. Okay, so, ito na lang na ipang jot down. Self-weight. So, ang self-weight, meaning yung own nga weight. So, remember, nga, ingan ang dagway sa itong slab, no? So, mo ni ang slab na ito nga 6 meters katas okay. So, 3 and then 6 and then ang thickness niya kay 120 mm or 12 meters. 0.12 meters. And then natin siya beam niya na 0.3 by 0.6 kay 300 by 600 lang to, no? So, 0.3 by 0.6. Okay, so iyahan ang kargahon. Yang own niya nga weight. Okay. So, una sa ta sa slab itself. So, the slab itself, so, remember nga, ang given weight sa concrete is 21 kilonewton per cubic meter. So, atong target, kay kwaon na to ang yung uniformly distributed load nga kilonewton per meter. So meaning, in short, kaning volumetric niya nga load dapat may mong linear. So dapat walay appeal ang dimension nga length since it involves the linear weight. So meaning, for the slab alone lang, no, slab. So ang 21 kilonewtons na to per meter, 21 kilonewton per cubic meter, i-multiply na to sa iyahang width nga 3 times thickness nga 0.12. Okay? So, kana lang iyaha. Okay, so pila? 21 times 3 times 0.12. Okay, 21 times 3. Ay, ako na din yung gidbit. So, okay, sige, ato lang din sa class kaya pwede na kayo mag-kuhan. Ay, sorry, the given is 0.5 di ay. Okay, sorry, 0.5 na yung given plus dili din 0.6. So, 0.5 na siya. Okay, slab and then beam. Okay, ang beam, same gihapon, no? Di lang na to involve ang 6. So, dimensions lang niya nga width, which is 0.3 times, okay, 0.5. Okay, so ato na lang niyang i-add tanan, pila ni siya. So, ato ni siya i-add tanan, pila ni siya. Okay, so 21 times 3 times 0.12 plus din ta og 21 times 0.3 times 0.5. Okay, so pila ang total? Okay, so that is 10.71 kilonewton per meter. Okay. So, that is for the self-weight and then next din kay mga superimposed loads. So, atong mga loads nga permanent na such as your ceiling finish, your floor finish, no? So, sa mantao na be, ito na lang to sa ceiling, no? So, para sa ceiling, okay, atong ceiling kay acoustic fiber board, no? So, tanaw na dito sa table. Okay, so asa mga acoustic fiber board ani? So, mo ni siya, no? Acoustical fiber board. So, 0.05. So, kilopascal na siya. So, 0.05. Okay. 0.05 kilonewton per square meter. Okay. So, muna siya sa ceiling. And then, sa finish na to is floor finish. So, ang floor finish na to, no, kay flat tile. Okay, so flat tile. Nara class, itong ceiling finish. Okay, flat tile finish. Okay, so, asa to? Ano? Solid flat tile and 25 mm mortar base. So 1.1 kilopascal. So 1.1 kilopascal or kilonewton per meter squared. Same ra na sila class ang kilopascal o kilonewton per meter squared. Okay. And then mechanical duct allowance lang din na to, which is ilan lang nasa table. So, kung itaa palihog, 0.2, no? 0.2 kilonewton per square meter. So, i-multiply lang natin siya sa short direction. W is equals to QS. So, times 3, times 3, times 3. So, pila. Let me see what I did here, no? O, sige, tagsa, argue, sir. Okay. Add na na ulit. So, sorry class. So, sige. At na lang add it. So, 4.05. I-add na lang natin. So, i-add na lang natin okay, add. So, pila yung total. So, pila? 4.05 kilonewton per meter. Okay, so, pwede din na proceed sa uniformly distributed load, which is defined by 1.2D. Nauna pa. (1.2D plus 1.6L). Okay, so dead load 1.2. So dead load na to is self-weight pila? 10.71, no? So kani o gani 4.05. 10.71 o 4.05. Okay, tapos live load ay na to. So nasa taas pila to? Nara 10 no, live load nara 11.4. 11.4. Okay, so pila? So 35.95. So ingani gapan yung gamiton buhaton class para sa load calculation. Kay once nga ma-calculate na ninyo yung ultimate load, pwede na rin ninyo kuha ng moment, no? Para sa inyong design of beams. Muna po din yung gamiton nga moment para mag-design mo beams, so mag-design mo slabs, no? So para sa moment, alagay mo na ni mo ang W. W L squared over 8. So 85.95 times 6 squared over 8. Okay, so natin kay moment nga ila 26.96. Okay. So remember kaning moment class is just for the midspan. Pwede din yung i-calculate ang moment ani sa okay, so manin yung beam, and then natin siya W nga 35.95. So yan nakuha ninyo nga moment kani sa taas. Moment niya kay 36.96 kilonewton meter. Okay. Pero i-fix na siya, of course, lahi lang formula, no? May mutual man siguro. So nananayin mo ay momentary. Mo rin ito yung gamitin mong design mo. So, para sa design class, you don't need to design every beams. So, at least one lang. Okay na ko, anak class. Mag-design lang mo isa ka beam nga representative sa tanan, okay na. So, isa ka slab, isa ka beam, isa ka column. Makaraman po, no? So, para sa beam, imong main reinforcement o imong stirrups. Okay, so slabs, muna natin discuss next topic, next schedule, no? 10 columns na yun. Munang 10 columns. Okay, so again, let me just repeat the schedules for the quiz, no? So, okay na ba taan eh? Wala na ba may pangutanaan ni atong solution? Fourteen, 17, 24. Okay. May 14 will be your quiz 2. And then May 17, lecture for lab. And then May 24, no? 24 will be your quiz 3. Okay. I think those will be the schedules for the next dates, no? So, expect lang po mo nga sa lecture sa lab matag na to ang last nga plate number 3. Pero dito pa na class sa next nga Saturday. Okay. So far, do you have any question with our topic this afternoon? Kasi basically katulad to i-discuss man. Okay, so if there are no questions regarding our discussion this afternoon, then thank you for attending this lecture. You are now dismissed.